Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do, do. Alright. Bum, bum. Do. There we go. And hello, everybody out in internet land. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Welcome in to yet another Friday writing. Anyway, I'm very sleepy. I wrote 25 pages yesterday and finished the script, and now I have to edit it. And I clearly used the reserves to go finish the script. So it's going to be a very mellow Friday, I think. We'll see. But that's the plan. Plan is mellow Friday. Let's see. But yeah. Yep, so today, instead of working on the pawn stuff, going back to... you've generally been doing this script off stream, but since it's already written and I'm just editing it and trying to, like, clean it up, particularly the latter third of it, I figured it should be alright to do that on stream, I think. But anywho, yeah. For everybody out there, I hope you're having a good Friday, but I guess since we got a little bit of a late start, we'll just go ahead and dive right in it. Maybe take some breaks later, but we'll go ahead and get started on our first little sprint. Alrighty, let's see here, and make sure that the ads aren't going to interrupt us, because I've been really bad about that. Okay, alright, ads should be good, at least for this sprint. Alright, well, I think we're just going to go ahead and get rolling. Starting off with a sprint. Alrighty, happy writing, everybody? We'll see you on the other side. Oh, and let me do the music switching. There we go. All right. Oh, damn it. I messed it up. All right, hold on. Starting shortly. Hi, Oizel. How's it going? Welcome in. We're just about to get started. How's it going? You made it. I know. I almost didn't make it. I'm very sleepy, which is why it's editing today. But I'm glad you made it in. Hopefully you are having an absolutely delightful Friday. You had a 2-hour nap? I am envious of your 2-hour nap. I am very, very envious of that. I think after streaming today, I will attempt to play video games, but I'll probably just end up passing out on the couch. That's my guess. It's probably what'll happen. But such is the way of things sometimes. What game? I'm like right in the middle of the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty DLC expansion that they just dropped. I think they dropped it back in October, and I just haven't had time to play it. But I wanted to play that, so I'll probably do that. Either that or Baldur's Gate. Those are like the two games at the moment. And eventually, I can't believe I'll say this is like, games have been so crazy recently, because it's like, I almost feel like I have to say I'll get around to Armored Core. I'll just get around to it, that's made by like one of my favorite studios, and I've barely had time, just with all the other games coming around. I have barely touched it, but I'll get around to it. I've heard great. Yeah, Cyberpunk's a good game. It's a really good game. I am a big fan of, particularly, like, I haven't played too much with a lot of the updates that they hit, so, like, a lot of the systems are different. So I haven't played it too much with the newer systems, so I can't vouch for that. But I like the original, like, or whatever I played a year ago, about. I think it was about a year ago that I played the game. But all right. Well, I think we were about to start a sprint, and then I messed up the audio. So now the audio should be good. So I go ahead and think we will get a rolling on our first sprint, and we'll come back around and catch up with y'all on the break. Happy writing, everybody, and we will see ya. See ya on the other side. Boop, boop, boo. There we go. This should work now. Boop, boop, boo. All right. Happy writing, everybody. Alrighty, there we go, everybody. And that is the end of that first sprint. And I edited 2 pages. Yes. It's good. It's good to see even on stream nothing has changed. just stare at the page, being like, sentence, make sense, sentence, please make sense. Hey, Angels96, hello, good evening, how are you? Hopefully you are doing well. Just getting going here on our writing sprints. Oh, let me start the down timer. I've got spooky tunes going on because I'm editing the horror film that I need to have done this week. Because the script has to go out next week, so I have to actually get this done. So lots of editing. Hopefully I can get most of it done today, but we'll see. I literally just stared at 2 pages, so who knows? Who knows how far I'll get? Very well. I was just playing CYOA. I don't know what that is. I could probably Google it. Oh, choose your own adventure. Thank you. The kids are asleep. I was like, my brain is not there. It's not there right now. Awesome. Well, that's cool. Choose your own adventure. I wonder. I haven't done like a choose your own adventure. No. You don't type too slow at all. No. Not at all. I think I used to read the books, those old like choose your own adventure books. But I think now what I've gotten really into is and I guess it kind of is a choose your own adventure, but solo play for like tabletop RPGs. So like one of my favorite RPG is Call of Cthulhu, like the old tabletop RPG Call of Cthulhu. They have a bunch of solo play where you like roll the dice and and then it tells you what thing to go to. And I've had a lot of fun with that. So I guess that actually literally would be a choose your own adventure, but those are a lot of fun. I think they're called like Alone Against the Flames, Alone Against the Sea, something like that, because it's all Lovecraft themed. All right. But how are you? How are you, Angel96? Hopefully you are doing well. Aside from choosing your own adventure. Let's see. It's not a book. Got it. It's way more so. Okay, yeah. So it's a lot like a tabletop RPG. Oh, cool. You find them on Reddit. Usually images, and can vary between like 3 and 82 pages. Okay, yeah. So it reminds me. So it is a lot like the tabletop RPG to choose your own adventure. That's cool. That's very, very cool. I also like that you find them on. I guess Reddit would be the place to find something like that, like a cool solo. There's a weird Where's Waldo solo tabletop RPG that it's like designed for you to play by yourself. And apparently all you have to do is download the packet and then buy a bunch of the original Where's Waldo books. And apparently you are like playing, essentially finding a great cosmic horror mystery in like the Where's Waldo books. I haven't played it, but I really want to play it because that just sounds insane. Like it definitely makes me feel like I'm actually living out being a crazy person in there, like locked away in their bedroom, like discovering some grand conspiracy, but in like Where's Waldo. It seemed like a fun little thing to do. I should have done that for Halloween. Seems like a good like solo Halloween thing to do. I think I might go back to the beginning music here since I have started back at the beginning. Oh, not OBS. Start that on the spread. Actually, we can probably start right now. Let's see. If I remember well, there is a SCP that is based on Where's Waldo or something like that, and I find it so funny. I wonder if maybe it's based off that, because that does seem like a thing that you would find in like an SCP thing. It 100% seems that way. Oh, whoop, there we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been playing a lot. I've been playing Control and thinking about SCP a lot lately. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um. Oh, you got the ads. Oh yeah, yep. I timed the ads correctly this time. That's that is how the ads roll, unfortunately. Oh, you popped out the video so I could keep hearing you? Oh, really? Oh. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's cool. Even with the ad, you can still hear it. That's funny. Well done. I mean, hey, like any way you can get around it, defy the capitalism. Defy it. Do what we can to break it. Break break any way around it. Any way that you can, ad blockers, anything. Deny them the capitalism. Um, you're on a PC though, can't do that on a phone. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes, yeah, maybe I'll try that if I'm next time I have a stream up on next time I have a stream up on my actual computer. Change to only audio. You can do it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you can. Oh, that's cool. Okay. These are good little tricks. These are good little tricks to know. Fantastic. That's always good. Luckily, I mean, I guess that kind of works. You almost don't. Don't need. The visuals are kind of secondary. Specific. I feel like specifically for like writer, writer, writer Twitch. So you might be able to get around like literally all the ads doing that, just having the audio popped out and having it up there. That's a smart way to do that. Ads again. Oh, really? It shouldn't double up your ads. That's weird. Yeah, the way Twitch breaks up the ads is odd. Yeah, because the ad should be over. My counter just dropped. There shouldn't be any ads right now. And I don't think pre-roll ads? Yeah, pre-roll ads should be off too. Your ads just ended? Okay, yeah, I was like, they should have just ended a little bit ago. It should have just finished. Because I try to run them on the breaks so no one gets hit by them during the sprints. But yeah, there should not be, at this point there should be no ads now. In theory. Although I have noticed Twitch has gotten really aggressive with a lot of their ads recently. Like the way I had this whole thing set up was that ads should hit every like 45 minutes and then I can kind of curate when they hit on the breaks. But sometimes when I start it running, I don't get all my snoozes. They only give me like one snooze and they try to run them every like 20 minutes now and it's like trying to get me to run like 5 minutes of ads an hour, which is a lot. That's a lot. At least, in my opinion. Um I generally don't understand why Twitch does that. Make people be annoyed with ads just defeat the purpose of having them all. Yeah, it's very blunt. It's very blunt advertising. Doesn't make sense. They're over finally. Good. Okay, good. You're back. You are back. Everyone should be back. The ad should have ended like almost a minute ago. But yeah. So next time that happens, just mute it, or if you can pop out the audio and step away. I usually try to set it up so when we have the breaks, the ads roll, so no one gets. Because the worst thing I've had it happen when I've had like writers up on Twitch and you're writing and then you get hit by an ad, and if you're like in the zone, nothing will take you out of the zone more than just like a buy more now and be happy advertisement. I think that because I changed to just audio. Oh, it reset the ads. Yeah, it's possible something like that. I mean, any excuse they can have to run more ads, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I wouldn't put it past them. Oh man, but yeah, oof. I think I broke my brain. I wrote when I finished the rewrite of this script, and I think I wrote like 25 pages last night, and and the whole ending was rewritten. I mean, same general things happened, but in completely different ways. And I think that broke my brain a little bit because I've been a zombie today. So I'm kind of hoping in the process of streaming I will wake up. I will wake up. Yeah, there's screenplay pages, but it's still a lot of pages. It was still like a solid 8.5, 9 hours straight of writing for sure. But yeah, because it's not. It's script pages, so it's the words aren't the same as like if you were writing like a novel or prose pages. But it's still a lot of pages. 20. I was not expecting to write 24 pages. But alrighty, everybody. Uh, okay, yeah. I've written scripts and that's still a lot. Yeah. It like broke me a little bit. I think it kind of broke my brain. I don't have usually I average 9 to 10 pages a day. If I've outlined, if I'm not just totally lost, if I've outlined, I can do like 9-10 pages a day, not 24. So, all right, alrighty. Oh, that's right. I forgot that you did a bunch of script writing. The kids are asleep. You're the other one who does screenwriting from time to time, or did back in the day. I don't know if you still do it. Yeah, I feel like 5 is solid, 10 is great, and 24 is what? Yeah, exactly. Most everyone I know who is working, usually does like 10 pages a day. But see, sometimes the crazy ones are the ones that do 10 pages a day and then do multiple projects in a day. So they are kind of writing like 20 pages a day, but those people are crazy. Those people are absolutely crazy. I mean, I admire them, but they're nuts. Back in the day, I was a film. That's right. Yeah, you were a film major before swapping to English. That's right. Yep. 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 Angel 96. And some people wonder why the writers had to start a strike. So many writers doing all that, not getting paid because after their work was done, the show was canceled. Oh yeah. I go down the laundry list. I mean, even with the current contract, they can still technically not pay or indefinitely delay 25%. In my case, because I'm a feature writer, I don't work in television, but they can still technically like say they hire me. The nice thing is it's a guaranteed second pass. So they cannot take a script, pay me like low ball me on the pay, and then not guarantee me a rewrite. So they essentially have to pay me for a rewrite. Yeah, so they technically have to. So that's good. And they have to pay me like originally we wanted weekly payments, so they have to pay me every week. It doesn't change the amount. You're still getting paid the same amount. It's just they have to pay you every week. But they didn't go for that, and we didn't get that in the contract. So now they have to pay 50% of it by like 30. They have to pay 25 up front, and then they have to pay something like I have to go look at the contract again, but it's like I think it's 50%, like 30 or 30 or 90 days, 30 or 60 days out. And then they're supposed to give you 25 and then the rest of it on completion. And so you would be shocked how often you don't get that last 25%. They just don't pay you. They just don't do it. They just like, nope, sorry. As if writing on spec isn't already a thing. Exactly, right? That's the whole thing. And that's how most writers, I mean, that's what we do. Particularly if you're not working, you're not actively working on a thing, like almost all of us are writing spec. We all write on spec. That's what we do. you know. Because that's what you're supposed to do, because you're supposed to constantly churning things out. So if something hits, they and that's what managers and agents, that's what they want. Let's see. I think I'm convincing some of my composition students in the college to pursue film. Very cool. Awesome. I mean, more people, more voices. More voices are important, particularly people that like. It's a real big problem. This is rich kid nepotism town, man. Like, more voices needed. A lot more. We are doing a unit on semiotics right now. That's right. And that, oh, right, right. I think I remember you talking about what movies to show. That's right. Um, Kids are asleep. In my honest opinion, TV writing was one of the single most useful writing classes I ever took. TV writing it's so good. If you will be probably one of the best outliners imaginable if you do TV writing. I was never good at it. I wrote animated TV for a while. Uh, I wrote like I got into Warner Brothers doing a writing competition for animated television, and I did learn a lot. I just learned I'm not a TV writer, and I obviously do lean more into directing anyway, so it made more sense for me to do narrative screenwriting. And my brain just understands feature films better than it does like 30-minute to an hour sections. But it teaches you how to outline. It teaches you how to outline like a pro. Television is just nothing. I mean, all storytelling is structure, but story like television is like to the second, like outlining, because you write an ad breaks for conventional like conventional television. You would literally write every act break for a commercial break, so it had to happen at this moment. Every certain number of minutes. Just man, yeah, teaches you how to write like that. It's good. It's a good skill. We were doing Hunger Games. That's right. I remember always you were saying Hunger Games was the thing. Angel 96. People who write a lot are equivalent to people who draw fast, but way more horrifying because it uses a lot more thinking about things, and thinking hurts. Exactly. Angel 96. Yeah, absolutely. I've always been envious of people. I'm not the fastest writer in the world, but I do know people who can write like they just churn it out. That's actually the thing I love about, like, it's very blue collar. It was the thing about blue collar. That's like old pulp writers were. They were the blue collar writers because man, they could just churn pages out. You look back at the old classics. Actually, speaking of pulp writers, Kids Are Asleep just mentioned Moorcock. I mean, that's Moorcock was like classic fantasy pulp writer. I taught Moorcock's 3-day novel writing method a few weeks back. It's intense. I actually don't know his 3-day. I mean, it makes sense given how many of his novels, and also his novels are also very short. But I don't know Moorcock's 3-day writing novel method. I'm gonna look that up because I was really into the Elric books, like particularly like a few years ago. I was reading those Elric books a ton, and his what's his sci-fi one where they go to like the end of time? I can't remember what it's like a trilogy of books. I can't remember what it's called. Um, um, let's see. I read one of the Elric ones back in college. Yeah, I mean Elric. Yeah. No, I mean there are graphic novels of Elric, but the Elric books were first. Like he wrote a series of books from like, uh, oh, what is it? What is it? Like Stormbringer and Elric the. But there are like there are I have one of the graphic novels around here somewhere because I know Droulet, which is one of my favorite French graphic novelists, did like kind of a graphic novel version of one of the Moorcock stories. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. I'd have to find it. Um, the TLDR is make lists of names, locations, images, events, uh, structure it as a quest where multiple factions want the same thing, and go. Oh, that makes sense. That's easy. Actually, that's great advice for being a DM. That's just straight up like should be. That's like literally dungeon master advice, but also writing a novel. It's just like names, locations, events, and then quest, and multiple factions is the easiest way to make anything dramatic in a tabletop RPG setting. That's so I guess why wouldn't it work for like pulp fantasy? That's ooh, I love that the kids are asleep. I'm gonna write that down. I might just write that down and then use that just for like quick reference for D&D for creating campaigns. I think it was a graphic novel I read, although I can't remember. Yeah, there's a few graphic novels for sure. I do know that there's some very specific graphic novels from the Elric, adapted from the Elric books, but Stormbringer's a great book. I would highly recommend Stormbringer. Also, if you want a crazy thing, read read Moorcock, because Michael Moorcock has opinions. Like, he's got opinions. But he has this whole letter, or this essay he wrote about how J.R.R. Tolkien in The Lord of the Rings is, like, super fascist. Like, I see what he's getting at, and I actually kind of agree with some of his points, but I obviously don't think J.R.R. Tolkien was an actual fascist, but particularly with his take on the Nazis. But I just think it's hilarious that, like, Moorcock's just like, he's just like returning to a golden age, and he's not wrong. There are tendencies, like the idea of like returning to the previous age of a golden era that, like, but I mean, Tolkien was getting that from the Greeks. I think he was getting that from the Greek cosmology less, but it tends to, there's like tendencies of like returning to an older, more divine era that you see kind of crop back up in like fascist iconography. Anyway, it's a really funny essay. So if you ever want to read a crazy essay, read Michael Moorcock going off on J.R.R. Tolkien. Let's see, Angel. Sometimes I feel that the fun DMs have under or the fun DMs have is underestimated because people go like, oh, but they have to deal with player random nonsense, and like, yeah, but that's fun. Oh yeah, 100%. That's why I'm a forever DM. Like, I complain about it because I never get to play the game, but it's like improv. I think I told my friend once that being a dungeon master is like getting to direct a movie that is written by you and all your friends without spending millions of dollars. And because that's what I want to do, and that's how I live, essentially, is it's very freeing to be like, oh, not every decision I make is going to cost a preposterous amount of money and crush my soul. And give me the worst headache ever. Oh, perfect. Thank you. The kids are asleep. Awesome. Yes, I'm going to open link in new tab. What do you mean the site can't be reached? What do you mean by that? Google, don't tell me that. Let's see. Tolkien, according to a biography I read on him anyway, really wanted to create a mythology for England. Yeah, that's what I've read and heard as well, is that he was really interested. That's why he's like in the appendices, he's trying to connect things to like Goldilocks and to various folk tales, that he was constantly trying to essentially like modify the Arthurian, because he considered Arthur to be really the only like unifying English mythology that wasn't, looking back to folk tales or traditions or something like, something on par with the Odyssey. Yeah, and it's funny too because so much of Arthur was, it was inefficient because it was also so much of it was invented by the French. Like so much of what we know, like of the famous Arthurian stories that we've come up are French. They were written and expanded out by the French, not the British. So yeah, it's Lord of the Rings was, and obviously the Silmarillion as well, was Tolkien trying to create a mythology. So I would not be. That's where I think that, like, as much as I love Moorcock and being just the angry anarchist pulp writer who's just like, no man, Tolkien's a fascist. Like, I'm like, I get the tendency is there, like the overall broad scopes, but Tolkien was doing it because he was looking at things like the Greeks and he was looking at old medieval literature, and that's why he was doing that, because they're pulling from the same source. So anyway, yeah, and it was, I took a super great Arthurian lit class in college, and it's all fanfic, and it's all all of it. Yeah, that's kind of the brilliant thing of mythology. Really, is almost all mythology is just fan fiction. Oh man, all right. I have rambled. Technically, we should be doing a sprint right now. Messing up my ads of the way I try to break up the ads. All right, anyway, I'll read this and then we'll go ahead and get rolling on our next sprint. I have a fun example. One time, a player was stuck in a forest because of a magic that a nature spirit did, but he didn't realize that it was because of the spirit. So that was the brilliant idea of our. So what was the brilliant idea of our player? Throw trees to the sky. Our DM was horrified about how bad of a decision it was, but couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's shenanigans, and shenanigans are fun. That's part of the beauty of being and playing in D&D. All right. All right, everybody. We are going to go ahead and get to writing on this next sprint. There will be an ad break that'll come at the very middle of this sprint because I'm out of snoozes. So um, I'll try to give you all a heads up and just mute or do the audio trick that the kids are asleep talked about. And hopefully you can bypass the ads and aren't interrupted. But other than that, happy writing, everybody, and we will see you on the other side.
Whoa, hello! The Were Dragon just raided. Hello, Raiders! Welcome in. Let me shout you out. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Wylite, or Imperator Wylite, but Wylite's just fine. And I'm a fellow writer, screenwriter, and we're just doing writing sprints. I'm editing right now, and yeah, feel free to hop in, talk about what you're working on, or join us for the sprints. How was stream? Like this, right? Did that work? Boom! Me, actually. Bam! Welcome in. Welcome in. It went very well. Fantastic. Good. Good, good, good. They're doing writing as well. Fantastic. We're like right at the very end of the sprint, so so luckily I don't feel quite as bad breaking the no talking rule during sprints. You're just in time for me to make while I do jumping jacks. There's been an issue with the jumping jacks thing, so the jumping jacks are on hiatus at the moment as my floor has started to quiver. It's not safe anymore. Let's see. I didn't eat for 3 days because sick. Yeah, I know. Didn't drink. Yeah, I know. You were real not doing so hot. Didn't drink much water. Stayed up 24 hours, and when I got out of bed, I feel like I was floating. It was a trip. I felt, yeah. I mean, particularly when you're sick and you treat yourself like that, Ghostly, you will start to have crazy like hallucinations or yeah. I've had fevers where I've definitely like hallucinated or started seeing like chromatic things. Yeah, or like yeah, that's true too. Always cough medicine will do that to you. Um, the Were Dragon went very well. I'm managing to keep the NaNoWriMo word count up to date. Fantastic. Good job. I am so behind on my NaNoWriMo. So I'm writing another film, but I have to get this script out to readers next week. So I've had to put everything on hiatus to get this edited before I can go back to my NaNoWriMo script. But congrats on keeping up with the word count. That is no easy task. Maya sub, how the fuck goes it? Thank you. Welcome in, Maya. Welcome. How are you doing, Maya? Let's see. Anyway, I have to go get some rest now. Of course, I will take good care of your beautiful people. Go get some rest, get some food, and recoup. And we will catch you later. Let's see. Ghostly, I am cough medicine. Oizel. Fair enough. How goes it? How you doing, Maya? How's the writing going for now? How's the epic coming along? Oh, you know what? Now that Ghostly's here, I can go back to do the thing that I promised last stream before I had to run off because the SAG strike ended. Which, by the way, I don't know if anyone here cares, but or heard. I'm sure they did at this point. That the writers or the SAG strike ended, so now everybody is not on strike anymore, which means we can all go back to work. Huzzah! So very glad about that. All right, let's see. We'll start the down timer. Let me bring up the Google. Bring out, fade in. All right. Okay. Nope. Nope, not that. Google. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see. I know I'm learning. I'm slowly learning how to do this. Maya, good. 40,000 words in the prose. Well done, Maya. That is huge. 40K words. Whew. Congrats. It may end up being 100K words in total now. Yeah, no kidding. That is crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, that is good. Okay. All right. So Ghostly, Wednesday told me about this thing. Apparently it's like determines what kind of writer you are and what kind of writers you're like. So, what did I think? I have to redo the answers I did. I thought I was that. All right. It's a test. It's like a writer test. It's a writer test. Oop, no. There we go. There we go. I think it's this link. I think that's it. Let's see. Right. I think I answered I prefer a creative mess. Yes, I did that. Perfect. Okay. Technical. Are you a technical? I guess philosophy would probably count as technical writing. And screenwriting is partially technical, but I'll do years ago. Because I did write essays. All right. Avid reader. I love to read, but I don't have as much time as I like. Yep. All right. That's the one. Let's see. Are you an artist? I am a fantastic artist. I wish I was. I am not. I do like to draw, though. I'm just terrible at it. Oh, there we go. But I'm not an artist. I'm real bad at it, everybody. Come here, princess. Come on. Come on. Come here. There you go. There you go. And princess has arrived, everybody. Oh, yes. Hello. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. I have not self-published. Well, I guess I have self-published in a way. Let's see. I hear meow meow. I hear the meow meow. I get back. Yep. This is the princess. She's usually likes to come and shout into the void of the internet. Having dinner. Oh, I hope it is a delightful dinner, Angel. I guess. Yeah, I guess publish my work or plan to do soon, because I do know I have a short story, and I have things registered with the WGA, so I assume that, I don't know if that counts as publishing. What do you write now? Let's see. Give me attention, pathetic human. That is exactly what cats. Or they just think you're a cat that's terrible at doing cat things. They're just like, they might be like, give me attention, you pathetic cat. I feed you. Or I think I feed you. Let's see. Some would say it's just 3-day-old bread with beef. I say it's homemade hamburger. Exactly, Angel. Well done. There you go. Perfect. Let's see. How many horns do you have? And 9 horns in total. Oh. That's pretty. Oh, nice. That's, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Like, is that like Darth Maul? How many horns did Darth Maul have? He might have had more than 9. I don't know. Let's see. Alright. What do I write right now? I'm in a creative writing class group, so I can hone. No. I make a living or part of it with my fiction writing. I guess part of it. I've gotten paid. I don't get paid a lot. Let's see. I don't have much experience with creative writing. No, I do. I want to bring books on the market as a source of income. No one. It's a lot of work for not a lot of money in most cases to just be a side thing. I make my living or part of it with my fiction. Sure. All right. Why not? Are you in a writing group or class? I am not. I guess Twitch, would we count this as a writing group, everybody? Is this a writing group? I guess so. Kinda. Making a living out of creative work. What a dream, what a dream. I'm gonna go and say, yes. I'm gonna say this is a club. So we're all a happy family here. Alright. Boom. Alright. Do I have a website? I have a web presence to market my book, but it isn't going anywhere. I have a website and I blog to my readers. I have several websites, and I'm always looking for new ways to improve them. Yes, I have a website, and it rocks. I could get by without it. An author website seems like an evil necessity. I don't have one, but I should get one. Okay, these are all don't have one. I mean, I have one that's barely functional. I don't know what that means. It's like half live. I guess, there we go. We'll just do that. I don't have one, but I think I should get one, because I technically have one. It's just not live. Wilight's fun word bit. Word with an E. That's exactly. That's the club. How often do I write? Let's see. If I'm not at the computer typing, I usually have a pad of paper, and I'm almost always writing. I have spurts of writing and dry up. I think about writing more than I actually write. I guess the top one. I mean, I write pretty much every day, or have to. So, what do I love to do? Writing the first draft, editing and rewriting. Ooh, oh, this is a deep question now. Um, ooh. Um. Ooh. Hmm. It's definitely not outlining. That's for sure. I know, highway to the danger zone, exactly. Yeah, this one's actually tricky. It's probably gonna be between coming up with the idea and writing the first draft. Hmm. I mean, illustrating it to a degree. I mean, I do visualize, just not by painting. I do it with images, like photography. Um, so I guess illustrating it would be part of that. It's just honestly, it's just the editing and rewriting's never fun. Ugh. Yikes. We'll do writing the first draft. What is your weakest ability? The thing you need to work on the most? 100% outlining. Oh, it's always outlining. Always. Without the kids are asleep. You got the Eternal Writer. Awesome. What other, because I think it's supposed to tell you what other writers you're like. Does it give you like any of that, or at least that's what Ghostly told me. It would tell me what writers I'm like. What do you love to do? Create great characters, write strong dialogue, build compelling plot points, establish the setting. Ooh. See, this is where things get tricky because I'm a screenwriter. So I like writing strong dialogue, but I also like letting actors improv and modify top of the dialogues because I'm not precious with dialogue. I never have been. Um, but I do characters, obviously compelling plot points in the setting. And we'll go all the above. Um, Agatha Christie, very cool, awesome. Ghostly group activity, perfect. Yep, there we go. Yes, everybody, take the writing test, and then we can all talk. We can all talk about it. Why not? I mean, it's actually detailed. It seems pretty detailed. What is your weakest ability? The thing you need to work on the most. Part 2. Um, interesting. Um, hmm. Um. Oof. The break is done. Oh God. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to drag through and finish this because I can't do it. Let's see. Oh, Maya, you got Eternal Writer as well. I got the Christie. Awesome. Just another day in Wilight's fun word pit gang doing the shenanigans. Exactly. Um. Okay, you know what? I'll do dialogue. I'll do dialogue. I mean, some people live and die by it, so I'll go ahead and say that. Um. When do you write primarily? When I feel sad or upset? When I feel calm and relaxed? When I can focus? Everyone's out of my hair. Yeah, that's part of that's true. Anytime, not sure, it just sort of happens. At certain hours of the day when I've scheduled my writing time. I guess I got a little bit of that. Um, Definitely not sad or upset, that's for sure. I am not one of those people. Um, I think I'm far too reflective for that. Um, just sort of happens. I guess calm, relaxed. Where do you get ideas and solve problems? Yes. Yes. The famous Spielberg was like this. He comes up with his best ideas in the shower. Yeah, probably all the above and more for sure. What is the most important thing? Character. There are no new stories. Character drives story. Plot. Plot without interesting action. Your character just do that. I think a balance. Both characters required, but character is close to my heart. I think balance both is required, but plot is close. Both are important. Um, yeah, character. It's definitely gonna be focused more on character than is um, It's gonna be definitely more on character than on that. Let's see. Maya, some dude taking the fetishes to town as where. Yeah, that's true, Maya. Ghostly. Oh, yeah, Opera Soria. Yeah, Opera Soria is very, very busy. Very busy. But Opera Soria is around. Just Opera Soria is probably not going to be in chat very often or around because Opera Soria is super slammed. Kind of like boot camp type stuff. So Opera Soria is very busy. Very, very busy. I barely get to see Opera Soria or hang out very often anymore, which is too bad. But Opera Soria, they're still a delight when I do get to see them. Yes, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. They're just super busy. They're starting different career paths can be a very involved process, particularly where like education's concerned. So Opera Soria is very busy. Let's see here. I think we'll probably have to go. I feel bad. We're like dragging this out, but I will forget and not finish. Let's see. We'll do character. Yeah, we'll do character. Do you think about merchandising possibilities when devising a story? Oh God. Oh no. 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 It's a problem. Definitely a problem. I am 100% the person that suddenly solves a problem like making something to eat, and then suddenly I have an entire character concept with the story and main goals. Yeah, oh, gotcha. Yep. Yep. That's actually a good. I have a buddy of mine who's a screenwriter, and that's how they write. They usually have a character and a problem, and figures out how to like boom, figures out how to solve it just doing random things. Um, do you feel able to properly market your book once it's available? I guess I'm gonna equate this to pitching, because usually you have to take these things and pitch them. Sort of. Yes, but I'm learning how to improve on that. Yep, we'll go and do that. I'm sorry. You can do what you need to. This is a silly thing. I thought it would be fun. I know, and of course I'm overthinking it. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll dive into the next sprint here when I'm done, because I will forget, and then it'll be another you didn't finish the thing. So sorry everybody, bear with me. We will start the. It doesn't matter anyway, because technically we have to let ads run before the sprint anyway. Do you feel the artwork? Do you feel the artwork in a book or on a book cover helps you sell your book? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, the artwork. I mean, that's the same thing with films. You have to when you make pitch decks and pitch packages, all images, concept. I mean, that's how you have to pitch the look and the feel of the film. What helps you determine whether to read a book? Yeah, I don't really follow bestseller lists. I look around for what I want to, and when I find it, my friends are wild about it. That's true. I follow a couple online reviewers. I mean, yeah, I do blogs of certain genres. I do that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's fair. I also really like. I also am a huge fan of local bookstores with their people like recommends, because usually the people who work in local bookstores are like avid readers, and it's actually a really good way to filter a lot of books. There's a specific bookstore I go to in Tempe, Arizona, that has really good staff, and I discover all kinds of really fantastic books that way. What fun would be with life if we didn't overthink everything? Each ice cream cone is way more enjoyable if you're pondering the mortality of your own existence. Exactly, yes, but this is the trap we find ourselves in many times. Pitch a story, eh? Guy just grabs a baseball and throws it at the CEO. It's a baseball story. I feel like that would be a scene out of like a Zucker Brothers movie, Maya. How would you describe yourself? All right, a shy introvert. I generally, oh man, now we're actually doing like self-analysis here. Shy introvert. I generally keep to myself and those closest to me. Social media enables me to chat without having to be there in person. Social extrovert. I love pretty social existence. Love to be around people. I also like to get away and have me time. Basically, a social person. I'm into networking. Yeah, definitely not into that. I hate that. I love to be alone, just doing my own thing. That's probably. Not wrong. Social situations are key to being a writer. It's how you observe and listen to what makes you a writer. Okay, I do this a lot, and it's the only real way to get your work out there. Oh, I thought it meant like people watch. I do people watch a lot. I specifically go to things to watch and watch people, how people interact and talk. A shy extrovert. I can socialize, but it's draining for me and it isn't my natural state. That's probably true. Social introvert. I love being around other people and taking mental notes, but I'm in no way the center of attention. I like people, but being in social situation is uncomfortable, exhausting. It's work. Depends what we mean by people. That's probably... Let's see. Yeah, we'll probably do that. How do you determine a story demographic? I study the market, target a niche. I write what I want and hope it sells. Yeah, that's definitely me. I keep myself aware of what's in the market. It's in the back of my mind when I decide to pursue a story. Yeah, I kind of just generally write what I'm into and hope that it catches with the time. I try not to chase the film market. It moves way too fast. How's my spelling? Atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. My spelling is terrible. Yeah, grammar's alright. I do like this theory of it, though. I love language, not stiff grammar. Atrocious. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm alright with it, but I do think language is fluid. How do you approach building a character? Creating a strong character is really difficult. I get lost in the details sometimes. Okay. Creating a character is fun. I love the challenge, and the more complex they are, the better. I carefully design the attributes of the character before beginning the first story about them. I love doing this. Don't know. It's something I'm not really good at, actually. I never plan my characters. I just let them tell me who they are. Not sure. I just do my best. I mean, what would I care about how much money what am I creating will make? I wouldn't have furries in every part. Wouldn't have furries in every part of it. That's true. You're just like, yeah, do your own thing. You're just like, I mean, at least they might argue that that's part of the niche. There's definitely a niche, a niche for it. It's not unheard of. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna do characters. Fun. More complex they are, the better. How do you feel about writing dialogue? I've had a hard time. Writing dialogue is the easiest part. I can speak, and so do my characters. I worry that maybe they all sound like me. The playwright. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't think I'm great at it, but I do all right. How do you feel about establishing... Hey, you're fine. How do you feel about establishing the world where your characters are? Oh, yeah, that's fine. I love creating the complexity. I love the complexity of creating other worlds. Yep, do that all the time. Actually kind of know, like, a lot of furry movies make great success, like Zootopia. Oh, yeah, I was going to say Zootopia. I mean, the con and art scene is huge. A lot of my artist friends I know, that's like one of the biggest, that's like a lot of their biggest cons are furry cons. Yeah, and it's also true that Zootopia was just a great movie, too. I mean, it goes all the way back to the original Robin Hood, which I defend. I love the Disney Robin Hood. I think that movie rocks, even though it was made in the dark time of Disney. Do you join writing workshops, seminars, or classes? All right, looks like ads are incoming, and we're almost done. Perfect timing. BNA, Brand New Animal was a great anime, too, and popular shit when it came out. Nice. That movie does rock. Yes, I'm glad you agree the kids are asleep. Yes, that's... Man. It was like old, kind of like very, very, very kind of like anti-authority at the time it came out, folk Robin Hood. Man, it rocked. It rocks so much. It's so good. The Robin Hood Made Marian set is my next goal at Disney doll set. Oh, that would be cool. I would probably get a Robin Hood for sure. No, I haven't been, not since I left school. Yeah, I haven't been in a class since I was in school. How do I feel about developing plot? I love setting up the beginning and have usually. I wonder if this will actually have, because there is a very specific way I develop plot, and I wonder if it has it. I'm gonna develop a story plot, no problem. Action and turning points are fun. I'm pretty good with plots, but I'm looking for ways to improve. I have no idea how to plot a story. I have no idea what I'm doing. I love setting up the beginning and have big problems in Act 2. See, it's interesting. Because I almost always know the ending. I know exactly how the ending is, and I generally work in reverse. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, action and turning points. All right, final question. When do I write? When inspiration hits, every day at the scheduled time slot. When I have scheduled for it, every chance I get throughout the day, rather irregularly. Not as often as I'd like, in the morning and the late afternoon. If I'm awake, I just truck on. Not enough. It's never enough. I feel like that would be the ghostly response. It's never enough. But we'll do every chance I get throughout the day. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Ads starting soon. Hey, I got it too. Did we all just get this? I'm starting to think. All plot, no plot, just vibes. I'm into the plot. I'm into the vibes, definitely. That was my answer. I have no idea how to plot a story. I am definitely into that. I thought I would get the inspired writer too, but I guess not. Speaking of racism, Zootopia, and all, yesterday I realized that the day before that I said to everyone how I was happy with the character I created and for the Full Metal Alchemist campaign, how inspired various things, including Malcolm X, except that I had messed up because I was thinking of, Martin Luther King and his son. But I switched names in my mind. That happens. That's fine. Sometimes that happens. Although very radically different approaches to functionally the same goal. Ghostly, no plot, just vibes. This is the only one they have. I got inspired. Okay, Neil Gaiman. Nice. Yep. And Ian Fast, Time and Nice. Yes. Well, all right. Okay. All right. Of all writers, you have the strongest, most comprehensive grasp of the writing craft. I don't know about that. I absolutely don't know about that. Consequently, others don't appreciate how hard you work at it. You make it look easy. Well, that's very nice of them to say. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe. All right. I have drug you all on a massive journey through the questionnaires. But it's time for us to get back to the words, I think. Ooh, that was a long break. I only got inspired right because I work like a Victorian poet. That makes sense. That tracks, Ghostly. Let's see. And Eden Fast this time. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. Eden Fast. Or ads fast. Good. Ads were fast. Good. Yeah, that's a lot of characters. I don't know. I still need to. I know many people have told me about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I keep trying. I keep trying with that show. I'll get there eventually, when I have time. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Full Metal. Everything about it I should like. I don't know why. It just doesn't hook me. Like, for who? What? I got distracted. All right. Okay. All right. Ads should be wrapping up, and we can dip back into our writing sprints. There we go. Perfect. Ghostly, I must bleed words constantly and in the most unusual and unorthodox methods. Yeah, that is bleeding words. Writing is just bleeding on a page, but I do agree that that's absolutely a Victorian mindset. Definitely a mindset. Let's see here. I don't know anymore. Oh, the ads have melted my mind. Agreed. I'm sure they're rough for sure. Who knows what ads even popped up there? All right. Okay. So we should write our books in our own blood. Finally. Writing is just bleeding. It's emotional bleeding. All right, here we go, everybody. We are going to dive back into it and get to work. Sorry about the prolonged break, but we can get some work done. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We will see ya. Let's see. All right. You have a good stream. Take care, Maya. Take care. Enjoy whatever thou oft to do. All right. And away we go. Happy writing, everybody. Bam! All right, everybody, there we go. That is sprint number 3 down. Ugh. Ah. All right, not too bad. I'm on what? 16 pages in. you know, not too terrible. All right, let's start the break timer. Hopefully, for everybody out there, it was a productive sprint. Yo, get it? I know. It's like the script right now is 104 pages, and I know for a fact the last probably 30 pages are gonna need some. They're gonna need some. They're gonna need some. I need a lot of editing because I churned them out pretty quick, particularly the last 24 that I wrote yesterday. We're gonna need a lot of editing. How many sprints for today? 550, 500, 5 million. Whoo. There will be one more. We do generally, sometimes I do 5, but most of the time I do 4. Recently, just because I've been working a lot, I only do 4, but we'll probably try to get back to doing 5 here in a bit. So we got one more sprint for the evening, and then I will probably be handing you off to another streamer, another writing streamer, hopefully. Ghostly, I wrote 150 words and I said I'm done. You're like, I did it. I did my work. Hey, but you said you solved your the Joanna thing. I mean, I think her apparently obsessing about or taking jabs at Martha Stewart's pretty good. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just giving them a very, very funny or at least amusing point of view about something that they can relate to whatever's going on in the scene, or like make it informing. Obviously it informs something, but sometimes just the point of view itself is amusing enough to carry it, and sometimes it's all you need. Honestly, I feel like like a weird opinion, a character having like a weird opinion or some opinion that they like heavily believe in, or the kind of the hill they'll die on, can do a good job of informing deeper layers of their relationship, or their relationship to the theme or the plot or whatever's going on, without being like brutally obvious about it. So it's a smart move. Ba, ba, ba. Goodness gracious me. Why do I get so many emails? I hate that I get so many emails. Why? I'm like one of those people. I'm one of those people that can't have, like, if the number on the little email thing is high, it like makes me crazy. So I just have to try to I have to just like delete all the insane amounts of junk email I get every day, and it makes me nuts. That's my weird little, not quite OCD, but OCD thing. I did scrap the whole thing, and I'm much happier. I had her toss a book to Henry, telling him it was on pagan blood rituals. It was a Martha Stewart cookbook. That's fantastic, Ghostly. That is absolutely delightful. Let's see. Horny Angel 96. I've been trying to make more characters for the camoing, but I'm kind of out of ideas. Full Metal Alchemist has so many good characters that it's hard to write new ones that could be nearly as good. Yeah, but that's a hard standard to hold yourself up to. I don't know. I think just write characters. Try to find the characters that are compelling to you and write those characters. I wouldn't worry quite so much about feeling like they need to measure up to these pre-written characters, because remember, those characters are written very specifically for that show and that narrative. And also, like, you might not, sometimes you're also not the best judge of that. Like other other people, sometimes you could be like, oh, I don't know if that character is quite as good, and other people could love that character. So that's hard though. I can't put characters up against like iconic characters like that. It's too easy to get deflated. And it kind of biases your own opinion towards it. Let's see. The kids are asleep. I get so many emails from my kids' school that I struggle to keep up. Oh man. Yeah, is it like, I guess for like, I guess that would make sense because, yeah, you're probably getting like events, school events, like, then actual things regarding either their curriculum. Oh my God. It sounds like too much. Ugh. I can only imagine how many emails you get from. I get a ton of emails from my college. I haven't talked to those people in like I haven't talked to those people in like 14 years, and I'm like, why are you still sending me? And they're just like, because you're a graduate. We want our. I'm just like, I never talk to you people. I'm never going to. I'm never going to. You took a lot of money from me, and there were mildly good experiences, but that's about it. um, oh no, oh doot doot. But yeah, I've been thinking too much about the setting and forgetting to think about the characters. Yeah, just focus on what characters are interesting to you, and just go with that. I think it's generally a better way of going about it. I also get an email every time a grade is changed. Oh, really? Wait, so you like live track the kids' grades? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm clearly ancient, but like that's a thing? So wait, there's no like you have to come home and like the kid has to give you the report card and then your father has like a $20 bill in his back pocket, or you're going to get grounded and you're not quite sure which one you're going to get. That doesn't happen anymore. You don't get that. It's just parents are live stalking their kids' grades. That's that's that is crazy. Oh, they're in virtual school and I get real-time progress. That's nuts. That is okay. Virtual school, I guess, makes that make more sense. But I'm still deeply, I don't know, that's like that shakes the foundation of my knowledge of what it was like to be a child. Um, Ghostly, is college asking to give us some money? To quote Johnny M. Yeah, it is usually from particularly when they're trying to contact their, what do you call them? Um, Alumni. When they're contacting their alumni, that's that's usually what they want. They're like, you're a professional now, you make money, and I'm just like, I'm a writer. I work in the film industry, people. I'm broke. So, be that as it may. But how are the kids going to learn how to lie? See, that's the thing, is like that was always, I mean, I never even tried to lie because I figured my parents are smart enough and I had an older brother who would do that stuff all the time. But I, you know, I just, there was at least the thing, you still had to do it. It was still like a weird ritual you had to do, you know. Go say I was homeschooled as a child. I learned math by counting the blades in rolling fields as I ran free and wild as glorious. Ah, yes, you're a wild child. That makes sense. This all makes sense. Growing up in remote environments, being homeschooled, and being wild. That's yep. I'm pretty sure my niece is gonna wind up a lot like you because she spends a lot of her time uh, up where my mom's at, and there's it's a very small town up in the mountains, and she doesn't like the cities because they're wild. She can't be wild. She can't just run around being crazy. So no shoes, rabies, and freedom. Yeah, a lot of rabies. Yep, yep, yep. Those were definitely the highlight. I mean, those were the highlights of my youth when I used to be able to leave the city and go up into the mountains and spend a lot of time up there. So I sympathize, but this makes a lot of sense, Ghostly. It also makes a sense. The writing and the world will not play. You will not play by the world's rules. You play by your own rules. It's definitely the mentality that comes from being raised out in open fields in the wild. So this makes sense. Oh boy. We pave our own path. We do. It's oftentimes the best way to live. Live life. Is why live it by other people's rules. Be free. Make your own way. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Until it gets you in trouble with the law. Yeah. Which I will neither confirm nor deny any history of that nature. um, I was a condominium kid before I lived on a condominium because my house had big gates, so you didn't go out too much. Gotcha. That makes sense. Your old VW hippie van is showing. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. So the old VW hippie van version of me. It comes out. It lives. Yep. Yep. Be free. Be free. That's funny. That's good. That's right. Like, yeah, there's nothing. Hey, man, just do what you love. Follow your dreams. And listen, if your dreams are doing crimes, then, do that. That's. What do you think Al Capone thought? He was just following his dreams, man. Just following his dreams. That's good. That's good, Horny Angel. I like that. We all need we all need a gross little hippie inside us every now and then. It's fair. It's true. It's part of what keeps the sort of energy of it lets you not get completely destroyed by adulthood and the beat down by adult life and the 9 to 5 job. You gotta keep that little wild hippie alive. Keep it going. These are healthy things to be a well-adjusted adult. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm definitely not the most well-adjusted adult, but we try. That's what adulting is. It's just you try. You're trying. Escobar was just a passionate person. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly. He had passion. All right, and we should be supportive of people with passion. It's just it may not have gone the way we wanted it to go, but he was passionate. He was a passionate guy. I strive to be Christopher Robin in my early years. Oh, that's cute. That's sweet. Yeah, I had a little bit of that. I don't think it was necessarily Christopher Robin, but I definitely tried to keep that sort of fantasy world alive to an embarrassing age. For sure. Running around the woods with stuffed animals and imagine it. Yeah, I was definitely fighting crazy medieval battles and fantasy wars and wizards until a very embarrassing age. For sure. Yeah, I was doing it to the point where my dad came out one time and he was like, "You gotta knock that off. People are gonna think there's something wrong with you." I was like, "But Dad." Anyway, all right. I think it is time. That's adorable. It is time to start down the last sprint. I think there was no point in my life I was not a nerd. Yeah, that's true. And I had to play sports, so I had to keep the nerd side of me down. Yeah, exactly. Don't say that. You're still doing it. You play D&D. Exactly. That's exactly true. We're still doing fantasy. We're just doing it in less of I'm just not LARPing as much anymore. Yep. You were a closeted nerd. I mean, it was pretty obvious I was a nerd. I don't think anyone... You could clock me back then. I was a spaz. I was a weirdo. I was, into movies and scrawny and bizarre. So people clocked me as a nerd, but, sports were big. So that was kind of what you did. You played sports, and my dad pushed it, and I was good at a number of them. So I played a lot of sports. So in those cases, I kind of had to keep a lot of that stuff on the down low. It was not socially acceptable. Until I found out the quarterback of our football team was actually read old, really obscure Star Wars comics, and he and I talked about him a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure half the jocks in my school are closet nerds. So it's why I've never believed in the sort of jock nerd dichotomy, because where I grew up, it was you'd see football players reading comic books in their spare time, you could see it. All you gotta do is just go hang out at their house sometimes, hanging out, and you just look behind their closet, and there's just a bunch of comics. Some kids were even reading Japanese manga, and I was like, oh, okay, come on, you're a nerd. You're just as nerdy as me, Just because they wouldn't party more than I did, though. I didn't party as much as the rest of the sporty people. So that was the big difference. I was the pure child. I didn't start doing any of that stuff till I went to college. Um, like even when I discovered, say, I was like, wow, I wonder what those things work. I wonder how those things work on our mind. And until today, I aspire to be a psychologist. That's great though. That's huge. That's a great way to like. It's a great way to sometimes. We're like that. You know, you discover a thing and that's the lens you view it through. It's fantastic. Ghostly closet nerds unite. Even my sports phase was chess. I did a lot of chess too. I did chess as well as sports, but yeah, yep. Hey man, embrace it, love it, own it. It's there is no such thing as nerds, or there are nerds, but we're all just if you're passionate and interested in things and you have a unique way of looking at the world, then that's what you do, man. You know, doesn't matter what your vocation is. You can be a nerd about football. Look at like fantasy football and numbers people. They're just math nerds that like football. You know, it's just the same thing. Fantasy football is just Dungeons and Dragons for football people. So, all right, okay. I think it is time to do our last sprint. So we are gonna go ahead and get the ball rolling. Let me make sure I can snooze our ads so we don't get hit by any more annoying ads. Ba-ba-ba. And we can be off to the races. Ba-boom. I really like chess, but I'm so bad at it. I never really improved. Me too. I was never I like playing it, but I was never like really that great at it. All right, everybody. Happy writing, and we will see you on the flip side. All right, happy writing, everybody. And there we go. All right, we're back. All right. Ugh. And that is the end of our sprint. And whoa, Maya, someone I ghostwrote for has turned the work I made for them into a comic, and you're getting full credit. Congratulations, Maya. That's huge, man. This, bam. Rock on. You got credit, and yeah, rocking. Oh man, look at you. You're like a real author. we did it, everybody. Real author doing real cool stuff. That's huge, Maya. That's a big thing. It's amazing that you ghost wrote it, and of course like that they're letting you get credit on that, because that's a big deal. That's huge. So congrats, well done. Oh man, and with that good news, that is gonna wrap us up for the evening. Hopefully, it's been a good run, and especially for Maya, knocking it out of the park with that. But for everyone else, I hope the words were at least decently kind. I'm still very behind. I'm only like 23 pages in my edit, so that's life sometimes. But all right, let's see here. Where do we have? Oh, and the princess has come to say goodbye to everybody. Let's see. Who is on? A lot of writers around this hour. Yes, that's what I'm looking at. I see Coffee. Yep, we got Coffee on. Trying to see who's actually writing. Let's look at the writers. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. Boom. Look at all these beautiful, beautiful NaNoWriMo people writing away. Ba-boom. All right. Do. All right. Who should we go? No, not that. All right. There we go. Ba-da-dum. Oh, let's see. Oh, Travis Haven Society. Let's see. 21 books in 15 months. Woo. That is epic. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, Game of Tones on. Yeah, we'll go. Let's go say hi to Travis. Let's go say hello to Travis. All right, everybody. It has been an absolute blast. And we'll see you all tomorrow. I will be streaming. I'll be doing a weekend stream, so I'll probably be streaming around the same time, like 3. And yeah. That should... Wait, where... Travis... Wait, what are you doing? Why are you doing me like this? What are you doing? There we go. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Bye, you. Of course. Thank you, and thank you, everybody, for being here. As you watch me slowly figure out what the hell I'm doing. All right. But yeah, thanks for the stream. We'll see you all later. Happy writing, everybody. Love you all. Take care. And again, congrats, Maya. And we will see you all later. Take care, everybody.